Today on the Auburn Torch, the lasting legacy of Jeff Graba's tenure as head coach of Auburn Gymnastics. This is Sophia Bell last night on Instagram. If anybody was going to say something, it'd be Sophia. She is, to her credit, she is not afraid. She posts on Instagram, when life sucks, find the good, like pretty sunsets. There was a beautiful sunset over East Alabama last night. And she took the moment to take a breath, right? Because her coach got fired. Auburn's administration has parted ways with Jeff Graba, and now they had to reckon with that. You know, all the gymnasts had to reckon with that last night, and now they're waking up today having to reckon with it. A couple of things real quick. Couple things. First, right now on the Auburn Torch, we've got a hot board up listing top coaching candidates for the coaching search. 6 candidates who I think are, it's based on not just a wish list of who's good out there, but realistic as to who could come, you know, with the reasonings explained, and also realistic as far as looking at the trends of, you know, what the current Auburn athletics administration under John Cohen, who they have hired in the past. So there's some similes here. There's some, you'll see there's who's the Alex Golesh of this group, who's the Malvos of this group, right? A couple different ones. I would put they're in no particular order. I would put the highlighter to the first one and the third one. People are saying the third one is a bit of a stretch. I don't think so. And then I would, and then you know, maybe the second one is impossible for a few reasons, and then and then 1 through 4 there, and then 6 is a little. 6 might be the dream to keep things rolling, honestly, but doesn't. It depends on what's going on outside of Auburn's control, right? So check it out on the auburntorch.com. Please subscribe. Please check it out. Thanks for supporting us. And and then so next order of business, we had comments from yesterday. First, we'll go with Wendy, my girl Wendy Burpee. Didn't see this coming. Sad to see Coach Graba go. Thankful for all he did for Auburn Gymnastics. Scott McCauley. I know very little about college gymnastics, but it seems like a bad move unless Cohen has an ace up his sleeve. Given how he has done with other hires, that is highly unlikely. Yeah, that's right, Scott. Yeah. Stephen Hamrick says firing Graba without a solid replacement in place feels like a terrible mistake. And if the motivation for the decision was simply bad, how bad the season they did, what I call a knee-jerk reaction. And yeah. Like if you if you fire someone after a rebuilding year, now you're just saying, well, you can't have rebuilding years, right? Shouldn't you have asked in November what kind of year this is going to be? And then when you say it's going to be a rebuilding year, I guess make the change then, since rebuilding years aren't allowed. I don't know, man. But again, we don't know what's going on inside his head. He hired Hugh Freeze. I don't know. What can we do? And then Auburn Elvis is talking about horses, as usual. I'm just kidding. Well, I was listing, the article lists Cohen hires, and he mentions the situation with Braswell, who is a coach in waiting. But anyway, so we use what Cohen has done, what he values as far as, you know, SEC experience, as far as this or that. And that's kind of where the hot board kind of comes from. And, man, if he can't wrangle one of those, I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway, let's shift gears, because it almost, feels like moving off a little too fast because, hey man, let's go back to the sunset, right? I cropped out, where she lived because who knows, right? Go back to the sunset, right? 16 years, man. And, probably should have been 18, 19, 20, but 16 really good years for Auburn gymnastics. Really put it on the map, man. And I think about, on a personal note, I just think, Jeff, I like to think me and Jeff are buddies, man. I like to think I can, I'm going to give him a couple days before I text him, but, but on a personal note beyond that, like, media wise, right? Like, he was so good. He's so good. He's not dead. He is so good. He's so good at translating what's going on to, if you talk to the people who do radio here in town, they'll say the same thing. Love him as a guest. He'll make analogies to sports that we understand. He'll explain it. He'll dumb it down. He has an incredible patience and really just loves. I mean, he is a voice for growing the sport. And whatever happens for him, I think he could keep being that. I mean, I think he could be, I don't know, maybe ESPN, maybe TV, maybe just maybe just college gym news, maybe just being online is more his speed. But an awesome, when he's done coaching, I don't know if he's going to go coach. Just on a personal note, an awesome representative of the sport to me. Speaks so well of it. Goes on the podcasts and he and I don't know how much of Suni gets it from him, but all those articles about Suni about her fighting back the toxic environment of gymnastics, right? Him fighting back from the obsessions and the over, some of the stuff on the internet that's just, be normal, right? Jeff and Jess obviously they're in that camp of like, be normal. And like the sport needs that and certainly needed it 10 years ago or however many years ago. When you look at Nasser and some of the, otherwise just some of the coaches who push too hard. Jess and Jeff are good voices for be normal, have hobbies, do other stuff, right? Do other stuff. I don't, whatever. They can, whatever. I don't care. They can say whatever. The internet can say whatever. I don't care. I'm gonna go ride my motorcycle. Like I don't care. Like whatever. We got touch grass, right? He's a tremendous voice for that. So I don't know. I just wanted to share that personally. And then just as professionally, I mean, there cannot be. It's just I don't know, man. It's like I said. I compared him. I mean, he's the Pat Dye of Auburn gymnastics in so many ways. In that he leveled the playing field. I mean, the playing field wasn't level. It wasn't fair. And it's still not fair. But I mean, I mean, there's a stretch where he wins 4 out of 5 home meets against Alabama. That's insane. Absurd. There was a time when Auburn hadn't beaten Alabama in 37 years. Over 117 meets. Gymnastics is not March Madness usually. Gymnastics upsets don't happen. They don't. And I don't know. I'm rambling. I'm going on a huge rant. But that comparison to Pat Dye is very real to me because Pat Dye fought famously. Hey, the Iron Bowl. Why is the Iron Bowl at Alabama, where Alabama plays its home games in Legion Field? Brings it there, and slowly but surely, Jeff has been able to change perceptions and make it viable to these judges. Hey, actually, just because that flip didn't involve a script A or a G on the chest, it's still a good flip, right? You get for so long it was the way Alabama does it and the way Georgia does it. That's how it's supposed to be done, and everyone else. It's a contest of who can do it most like Alabama and Georgia, right? Like, that's the problem with this subjective sport, right? In this region, it's like, 4-time national champion Alabama, 10-time national champion Georgia. whoever can do it most, whoever can look the most like Alabama, is better, and Alabama just automatically gets to be the best because they're the standard being held to, right? Major problem, right? And I don't know. People don't understand the uphill build, and I don't know if I can help anyone appreciate the uphill climb that Jeff made with the program. That's a big deal. So you know what? Let's look at a couple highlights if I can remember what tab they were in. Here, let me turn the audio down. If you're on video, here's Caitlin Atkinson on balance beam against Alabama. I did not know this until I looked at it again. Here, I'll turn on some audio. I didn't realize that until a couple years ago she was inducted into the Tiger Trail, and I looked up this meet, and there was a fall ahead of her. So here she is anchoring on beam. This is 2016. This is Auburn's first chance to beat Alabama in 37 years. And Atkinson is going up on beam with a fall ahead of her. Like, I had seen this routine, but I didn't know she had a fall ahead of her. So she has to stay on for Auburn to win. Look at the media in the old media area. Boom. Boom. Here you go. This is the best part. Watch this. You're watching on video. Well, here's the replay. This will be second to last rotation because Auburn closed on floor. Here he goes, Jeff. Boom. Most expression I've seen out of him during a meet that I ever saw in person. But the key, because he knew they beat Alabama. You go to floor, he knew he had sticks on floor. Boom. Boom. We beat Alabama. 117 meet streak snapped, brother. What a moment, man. And I mean, you can go to all the moments, man. You can go to think about, I mean, Paris, France, man. I mean, how do you quantify this? Paris, France. Suni's between rotations, drinking some water, maybe adjusting her grips. And in a quiet arena in Paris at the Olympics, a former Auburn gymnast, probably also coached by Jeff, shouts out, "War Eagle!" And Suni turns around and pumps her fists at the Olympics. Not possible without Jeff. And even as soon as last year, you look at Sophia Groth and those seniors, Gabby. I mean, this group. This is the most underrated. This right here is the most underrated achievement. Beat Alabama, not only beat Alabama and Coleman, but people don't remember, beat Georgia at home. Head to head, 2 dual meets. Auburn beats Georgia and Alabama, sweeps Georgia and Alabama, unheard of. Unheard of. That's probably, and these rivalry stats are, some of the things that I guess the university doesn't want to totally go all out on because turn this audio down. Because if you did, you're just giving credit to the other schools. But to sweep them both in 1 year is crazy. I'm trying to find a video. This was the last year at Coleman. To sweat both with when Jeff became the coach in 2010 is unheard of. It was never going to happen, but it did. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't. You guys have my opinion and whatever else, but I guess for the rest of this episode, hey man, just think about the 16 years and God, man, Kiko was a stick machine last year. That's what Jeff said, stick machine. 16 long years, man. Crane kick. Here they are rolling tumors. Historic win, first one in Coleman Coliseum, first one in Tuscaloosa in 30 years or whatever. I mean, since the 80s. I mean, these kids, I mean, Auburn wouldn't have had this. And Auburn didn't have it for so long. Auburn didn't have it. And this, this guy from Minnesota made his mark. And this is it. This is the legacy right here. Is these kids rolling tumors. Unbelievable, man. Hey, man, that's legacy enough. That's legacy enough. I'll go with those three, right? Those three. Beating Alabama and Georgia. Not even that. Just rolling tumors after doing it. Rolling tumors after doing it. Suni Lee sharing a War Eagle with another alum. You remember those old War Eagle moment commercials? In Paris on the Olympic floor on their way to a gold medal. It's the first time I've cussed on this podcast. And Kalen Atkinson's staying on the beam. Incredible, man. And hey, man, we'll see what's next for Jeff. We'll see what, who knows? Perfect world. It ain't a perfect world, but perfect world, maybe Suni signs him up for an assistant role, cut him a salary, make a run in 2028, but that depends on her kidneys, perfect world, maybe Auburn poaches an assistant coach from another one of these SEC teams, and they need an assistant coach, and Jeff's available, maybe that. But it's never a perfect world, but it is what you make it. That's one of the things Jeff does, man. It is what you make it. This wasn't a perfect job when he took it. Far from it. It is what you make it. I don't care. Me and him will do a podcast. We don't care. We'll talk about his motorcycle. We don't have to talk about gymnastics. Whatever. Hey, man. So listen, the sun sets just as Bell posted the sun setting. The sun will rise. The sun has risen today. The sun will rise again. We will see what Auburn can do. Going into it, insistent to go into a next chapter. We will see what can be retained of what was building, because again, this is a rebuild cut short, which is what makes the least sense. It'll be fine, and Graba will be fine too. He will. So let's call it. Maybe we'll talk a little more tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But the search is on, I guess, and a lot of people picking up the pieces. So, one thing you can do is just, man, the gym internet is toxic enough, man. Just be kind. Just be kind out there, right? Be like Jeff, right? Just whatever. Talk about something else. You know what I mean? When someone has a opinion, say, well, how was your Easter? You know what I mean? Because it's toxic enough out there, and gymnastics world needs more normal, and so then maybe that's the legacy. Maybe that's what we you and I, the listener, carry on. That won't change. So there's a hole in my straw. All right, let me get out of here. Nothing on the calendar for today or tomorrow for Auburn sports. God, it just feels crappy to just roll on. Like, show must go on. It sucks, but I guess it does. And he'd be the first to say, bro, I'm not dead. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. Maybe I'll be less scatterbrained tomorrow, and maybe not. Maybe we'll just go down a spiral. But thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, check out the Auburn Torch. Please get behind the paywall. Even if you just want to do $5 for this search, come into the comments. We've got a former Auburn gymnast in the comments right now of the hot board. Come join us. Come join the conversation, man. Come talk to us. Yeah, we'll make heads or tails of it, and we'll keep moving forward. Okay. So we'll be back tomorrow with more. Until then, keep your chests up, and let's keep it moving, right? All right. Take care.